Welcome back. Here we are in the FSLabs A321 Neo in Antalya. Here we go. Serhan, hello to you. Good evening. Yeah, I'll try. Lima Tango Bravo Julie. Is that Izmir? Yeah, I can try sometime for sure. Let me see. MCDU. Just want to see if I can connect my... Oh, there we go. Found it. Cool. Excellent. Let me save that as a bookmark. Cool. Oh, really? Oh, I have a feeling OBS does that. Yeah, thanks for the heads up there. All right, cool. Let me change that again. Yeah, I think that is from... I don't know why OBS or Restream or something does that. Yeah, it should be good, yeah. It should have changed it now. Cool. Thank you so much. Alrighty. So we had a fantastic flight in the Phoenix 321. So now I'm eager to find out how this thing flies. I'm going to fly to Santorini, where for sure we should be getting a visual approach. So I'm just going to log on onto VATSIM, and our call sign is Papa Golf Tango. Papa Golf Tango. 5233. And this time it's a 21N. 21N. Airbus 21N. 320 Neo. There we go. Connected. Team Adventure, thank you. So one more thing. Let me have a quick look. So Pegasus. Is it callsign Pegasus, right? Pegasus? Hang on. Is Pegasus callsign Pegasus? Airline callsign. Let me have a look. It is called... Oh, no, Sunturk. Sunturk, correct? Yeah, Sunturk. That's it. Vector, hello to you. Yeah, Sunturk. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Excellent. Sunturk. So what we'll do is we're going to have a look here. Lovely background already. Very nice. Nice and bright orange. Cool. So we've done that. So we want to have... we depart at 1640, let's say. 1640. Send that off. 6.1 block fuel.
Antalya Traffic, hallo, Deutschland oder Österreich?
Cargo Pilot, mach das. Vielen Dank. Ja, ich weiß, war ein langer Tag für dich, ne? Ja, ich hoffe, dass morgen schönes Wetter ist. Although they say it's going to be raining, but wishing you good weather nonetheless. Thank you for watching, Cargo Pilot. Lovely to see you. Cool. Right, so now, let me have a quick look here. Navigraph we do have. Let's import the flight. And also black box here. I'm pretty sure we do actually some charts here. Let me have a look. Lima Tango Alpha India. What? Oh, we don't. Okay, more of this regard. Checklist. 20 normal pins. Cool. Now let's have a look. What do we have? Technical logbook. Do we have anything broken? So Wussa, hey, how are you doing? Wussa, did you did you see the announcement today? DCS. So the C-130 is on pre-release order.
BB711 Warn and BB711 McCourtney.
McCourtney, thanks so much. Yeah, what's that? But when I read that they're going to have shared flight as well, so multi-crew, fantastic. This should be a fantastic aircraft to fly in multi-crew. Loving it. Looking forward to that. Right, there's just a forward galley cold water tap button missing, and we got some plackets missing in the lavatories, A and G. So nothing too major. Fantastic. Yeah, weather-wise, let's quickly look at the OFP. We got away 67.3, quite heavy aircraft. Makes the landing challenging. Mark, are you sure? We can test that. Right, we need about 6 tons block fuel. Yeah, 6.1 we got, and the weather is should be fine. Let's have a look here. Variable 1 knot, good visibility, 28 degrees, 1002. Santorini, also northwesterly winds. Scattered 2000, 27 degrees. Yeah, looks all right. And Athens, alternate, looking good, no threats. Perfect. That's the way how we like it. Oh yeah, let's have a look at Mobi Flight. Where's my Mobi Flight? Desktop, Mobi Flight. There it is. No. Ah, no. Don't. There we go. Right, hang on. Give me that. So now, what's happening to my Mobi flights? Hold on. There it is. Now, file, open, FSLabs, open, run. Perfect, now it's working. Cool. And let me quickly get... you order, we shut down. Well, I mean, it is supposed to come with... what's it called? I don't know what the version is called with the gun and the cannon. Flying Fortress or something? Yeah, that's going to be crazy. Oh, why did it reset that? Hang on. Probably. This is one of those things, again, I don't understand. This afternoon, I took this very aircraft. I configured the Bravo throttle quadrant and everything. Where's the profile gone? Like, I don't understand. Supposed to have an Airbus in here, so that's fine, but where's my Airbus? Petrol. Right, let me have a look. Why? And this is something, oh man, I hope they fix this. This is so super annoying. Oh, there we go. Now it's loading Airbus. Told you. And it takes ages to, oh, it's like, why? Why can't I do this on the PC? Why does it have to be online? And then you try to change it, and every time it just loads for seconds and seconds. Really annoying. Yeah, Voyager, I agree. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Hail the Microsoft Asobo gods. Right, that's good. That's good. That can go off. That is good. Good. Good. I'm gonna start.
That's how pros do it.
I'm trying hard. Is the fuel truck still there? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Turkish Airlines coming in. GG's. Yeah, Ted, I hope so too. I really do. That's true. Trevor Benjo, I fully agree. You know, this could also be done in the hotfix, right? I agree fully with that. It should not take that long. Coolio, coolio, coolio. So we have the fueling going on. So let me go get the weather real quickly. So we're going to go here to Atsu, AOC menu, weather. Let me get this and this, METAR. So we have here variable 2 knots. Now, I think we're going to depart to the south, shall we? So we're going to take the 1-8 center for takeoff. And it should be Lorco departure. The Lorca 1 Lima departure. Insert. Then we have the flight plan route to Santorini, and then there we have northerly winds. So I am going to fly. Now the question is it Alpha or Bravo? Let's have a quick look here. Now preferably I'm going to do a visual approach anyways, but just to have a look what we have available to us. Yeah, so this would be like I'm coming from Ufrit, so we could do this transition here. So that's the Bravo. Okay, that's fine. So I am going to go choose the 3-3 Bravo, and we're going to arrive via Ufrit. Okay, let's have a quick look here. Let's make sure. And then the arrival is the... Let's have a look. There we go. Now it's in. So now it's drawing that nice DME arc onto the final there. Cool. Excellent. Fuel is already in. So let me go and call up the boarding. Fuel 4642 4642. Send that report. That's good. Wind request as well. And initial load sheet says we're expecting 67.5. So I'm going to put 67.5 in here. 6.1 block fuel. And the alternate is Athens, and the alternate fuel so we'll look here. Alternate fuel is 1.3. So 1.3. Yeah, so we have a bit of extra, about quarter of an hour. Maybe a bit more if the wind data is favorable. We'll see. So in A page, B page, flight plan we've done, RATNAV. Do we need anything for departure? It's probably going to be a of departure, I would assume. So that was the Lorco departure. Lorco. And that was the Lorco 1 Lima. Thank you much, MAN. Are you flying along, MAN? There we go, Lorca 1 Lima. Cool. Is it? Oh, 36 right. Oh, thank you. So it's going to be Lorca 1 Foxtrot. Thanks, MAN. And flight simulations, I'll get you a question in a second. Let me just do the preparations here real quickly. Where's my Lorco? Oh. Thousands of departures. There we go. 1 Lima. 1 Kilo. 1 Kilo. Of course, it's the first one. Hang on, that's not. Am I blind? Where am I? Where is my? Where is my? 1 Foxtrot. 1 Lima. Yeah, so one thing I noticed, so Sherwin, I appreciate and I respect your opinion. I also said at the beginning of my other stream with the Phoenix that the visuals, so the textures in the Phoenix, do look nicer, a little bit nicer compared to the FSLabs. But you're going to hear people saying that they're happy with the FSLabs as well. And that's not a deal breaker for them. They focus on different things. But one thing I've noticed is that whenever either Phoenix comes out with an update or the FSLabs, there's people suddenly appearing in my Discord channel and they're trying to kind of talk down the FSLabs all the time, or they're trying to highlight how brilliant Phoenix is. Now, in my opinion, both of these add-ons are fantastic. And there's things I prefer in FSLabs and there's things I prefer in Phoenix. I wish I could have best of both worlds in one add-on, but I don't. So, where's my 1 Foxtrot? I don't see the 1 Foxtrot anywhere. I'll just find that somewhere else. But yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know why the Phoenix community or people there have the need and the urgency to make the FSLabs look bad. That's just beyond me. I don't know. Hang on, airports, flights, unload, import, SimBrave. So let's have a look here at SID, and that's supposed to be the Lorco 1 Foxtrot. It's the 10.3 Alpha. 10.3 Alpha. Why am I so blind? Oh, it's here. All right, 10.3 Alpha. Don't know why I didn't see that earlier. But anyways, transition 15,000. And we have approach control. We have DCL available. There we go. Yeah, Prosos, that's exactly the thing, right? I'm sure that Phoenix feel the pressure a little bit, with the FSLabs Neo being out, to make their add-on better, and FSLabs will now feel the pressure to really improve on their product, right? So competition is always good. So that's why I'm happy. Yeah, Beethoven, I fully agree. I fully agree. It's I don't know. I don't know why people just can't be happy with what they have. And just accept, you know, trying to be PGT 5233. You know, sensible enough to respect someone else's opinion, right? So, gate number, what gate number are we on? Gate number 203. Oh yes, yeah. Interesting. It says 203. Up here it says 230. So what is it? Why is the reverse open? Oh, I guess that's the yeah, thrust lever probably one of them was in the reverse when I loaded in. So let's do that quickly. 230. Send. Now I quickly have to put on the yellow ilic pump, usually to get the reverser closed. So let's do that. Come on. So that's the problem. Hang on. There we go. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the right engine reverser is on yellow system, isn't it? Yeah, Ted, well said. Yeah, exactly. Well said. Well, maybe it needs the engine control. Let me have a quick look here. So it could be we need the far deck on ground power and then the yellow ilic pump. Maybe then it's allowing us to... You see, that's the thing. You see now, you see the reverser disappear? And now it's... That's well simulated. So not only do you need yellow hydraulic power, you also need the EEC powered. And that's just, again, for the 321s. Pretty sure. I've not seen that anywhere else. Interesting. Total realism. Come on. Off. This is interesting as well. This is one of the problems I've had with P3D as well. They ported that error over. Anyways, so let's have a quick look here for the clearance. And that's the PDC. Here we go. And accept that. So we cleared to Santorini, 36 right. Thank you so much for the control league. Lorca 1 Fox. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, we did say it. Departure. 36 right. Lorca 1 Foxtrot. Here we go. And then flat planned route. QNH 1002, I'll set that now. 1002. Climb via sit to altitude. Next page. To altitude 340. There we go. 340 already. Nice. 340. And call 11965 before accepting via... Oh, hang on. Sorry, I didn't read that. I already accepted. Sorry. Hang on. Let's do that.
Perfect. All correct. Descend by the start 3000 feet. QNH 102.
3000 feet, 102 to pick up accession.
Perfect. Stay correct and confirm you're descending by the start. Be done.
Descending by a start, pick up accession.
Santorini 996 Hotel, what's your speed?
B250 knots, Santorini 996 Hotel.
Santorini 996 Hotel, thank you.
Antalya approach, good evening, Ocean 693.
Ocean,
request
MAN.
and start.
Oh, he's so fast.
693 Antalya, hello, turn on your transponder, please.
He's always so
Turkish
fast.
2432, descend 3000 now, unrestricted.
The restrictions, descend 3000 now, Turkish.
Clearance confirmed. Load sheet.
And
Accept.
confirm no restriction, open descent.
No restriction, open descent, Turkish.
So this time a bit lighter, 66.8.
Ocean 603, push is approved, facing south, orange line,
24.7.
QNH 1002.
Push approved, facing south, orange line, QH 1002, Ocean 693.
Mavi 060, cushion descent to 3000 feet, unrestricted.
Descend 3000 feet, unrestricted, Mavi 060.
Santorini 996 Hotel, stop descent 4000 feet.
Stop descent 4000 feet.
He's busy.
Turkish 2 Alpha X-ray, proceed Alpha India 400.
Alpha India 400, took start access.
Antalya approach. Good evening, Sunturk 233 with information Bravo. We've received the PDC.
Santorini 5233, thank you. You've also connected to CPDRC, even though it should not be possible. It's because your transponder is not on. So CPDRC is cancelled and turn on your transponder, please.
Yeah, turning on transponder, standby. ATC, it should work. I hope I've said it correctly. So I'm confused because he said call before accepting via DCL. That's weird. 6414.
Santorini 5233, thank you, and confirm you're calling for pushback.
No, it just said in the clearance, so I got confused. It says call before accepting via DCL.
Okay, that's in case of a runway change, should be already included. Confirm that's not included in the PDC?
Yeah, it says runway 36 right, local 1 Foxtrot, if that's still correct.
Yeah, that's all correct, and you should normally only call me if you would like a runway change. If that's not added within the PDC, I can report it to our VACC. Is that in the PDC?
Okay, so now I understand it. So it says if you require .runway change .call. Okay, now I understand it. Okay, that's fine. Call you back when ready for pushback. Big Sunturk 5233.
Roger.
Yeah, I just read the last line. I didn't read that, so that's why I got confused.
Left turn heading 130.
But we have that cleared up now, so all good.
3432.
And
Turkish 2432 correct. Expect
just
that
get
whiskey runway
the
36
Expect direct speed runway 36.
So let's do the calculation here. So 73.2 is correct.
Antalya approach just to confirm.
All right, so flight simulations. You asked, do I recommend doing a master degree first before becoming a pilot? In my opinion, yes. In my opinion, yes. Because it's always very volatile. So that's 72. So having a second kind of option, plan B, in my opinion, is always a good idea.
Santorini 996 Hotel, open descent.
Let's do the...
Turkish 2432, speed 220, left turn heading 070.
So 5858. What? that would be something for Bruno. Right, that can't be right. So I'm going to put 160. So that's an interesting bug. Anyways, so we're going to take config 2, flex 66,
2432, sorry, heading is 09.
full length,
Heading
36 right.
09.
So I'm going to enter that via the via the EFB. So we have config 2 with up 1.7. Flex is 66. That's a new one, isn't it? Because usually we would always have like 70 or something. Or it was always kind of the same value, but now that's changed. But now the V2 is bugged. So I'm going to put 160 for V2.
Turkish 2432, left turn heading 030. Left turn heading 030.
So we'll take NADP 2, engine out, acceleration 1700.
Mavi 06 Zulu, if you're able, rate of descent 1,500 feet per minute or greater.
Cool.
We can do that 06 Zulu.
So quick briefing, pushback.
Mavi 06 Zulu, just do whatever you can for the best rate of descent, because I will like to get you in quicker, so you don't have to fly the whole arrival.
Roger. We'll wait for your call, 06 Zulu.
06 Zulu, Roger, and for now, left turn heading 120.
120 left heading, Mavi 06 Zulu.
Turkish 2432, left turn heading 330.
So we're parked here, 230. Is that correct?
And Ocean 6993, request taxi.
Ocean 603, runway 36 right 60, via Alpha 1, Orange, Echo, Juliet, Mike 7, hold shot 360.
Yeah, I think something's changed here.
Via Alpha 1 Orange, Echo, Juliet, Mike 7, hold short 36.
Yeah, I think the scenery is old. So it should be...
Turkish 2432.
This looks like 226 really.
Feet, you cleared Iris Whiskey, runway 36 10.
Descent 1,500 feet, cleared for Iris Whiskey, 36 center, Turkish 2432.
Mavi 06 to the left turn heading 030.
Just get Navigraph open to confirm
Left
this.
030, Mavi 06 Zulu.
Yeah, 226 is where I'm parked. Okay, so 226 pushback, and then we taxi out via Mike, full length, 36 right. The departure was given to us,
2432 Express.
the Local 1 Foxtrot via the waypoints, up level 340. So we have the waypoints, just checking them now.
And 3 speed now.
500 feet, then we go to 640, 650, 651, 651, 652, 653,
06 Zulu left turn heading
654, 655, high terrain, Alpay, and then Loco. All correctly programmed.
Heading 130,
Yep, so that's
Also,
correct.
any speed restrictions for Mavi 06 Zulu?
Negative 3 speed.
Yes, Smiley Beaches, yeah, so that's definitely changed then, yeah.
Mavi
The
06
flex.
Zulu continue left turn heading 340, cleared Iris Whiskey, runway 36
Yonex, good evening.
Continue left 3%.
You're currently working on the IR rating, GG's.
Center 06 Zulu.
First, CFI advised me to brief the check altitudes during 3D approaches. However, yesterday, other SCFI told me we don't need to brief check altitudes on 3D approaches because we have lights. Yeah, that's true, actually. So, Yonex, that's actually correct.
Antalya approach, Turkish.
So, we're talking about, Yonex, we're talking about 3D approaches with a programmed vertical path.
Hello, you are
So the
on
second
Unicom,
CFI, in my
level
opinion, is
level
correct.
350. Call me when you're passing level 240. Contact 996 Hotel, left turn heading 030, cleared Iris Whiskey, runway 36
Left 030, clear Iris Whiskey, runway 36 contact 996 Hotel.
Turkish 243 to runway. Okay, Turkish 243 to go around. Let's turn left heading 280.
Above the runway, can we go around?
800, so turn left heading 280.
So, Gippins and covers remove. Fuel quantity is 6,040 kilograms. Balanced. Seatbelts on. ADIRS.
Red Nose 49
Enough.
Yankee, good afternoon.
And
Hello,
power ref
President 1, Mike, all
1002
correct. Descend by the
set.
start 3,000 feet. QNH 1002.
3 times. Checked.
It's only a start at 3,000 feet.
Cockpit preparation checklist completed. Before start checklist, parking brake is set.
Confirm, QNH 1002.
We have takeoff speed thrust 158, 158, 160, flex 66. Windows doors
Red Nose 49 Yankee, QNH
closed.
1002.
And the beacon is on.
Turkish 2432, stop, climb 3,000 feet, turn left heading 240.
Then I'm gonna stick to studying at university for now. Maybe it's gonna open up another door to test piloting or SMT.
A firm left turn heading 240, please.
Oh, the scenery is old. There's a new terminal. Okay, understand. Yeah.
Turkish 2432. Mile 06 to the full established.
Navi 060, runway 36 entry, clear descent. Winds reported 050 degrees 5 knots.
Vehicle descent and what was that? 06 to?
Winds reported 050 at 5 knots.
Roger, 06 to.
Santorini 906 at your number 2 following a heavy 777 caution.
Thank you so much, Flight Simulations, for the 5 months. Appreciate that.
Roger.
It's going to stick studying at the university for now. Maybe it's going to open up another door to test pilot. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing, right? And Pegasus 5233 stand 2 to 6 requesting push, please.
Hello, sir. For Pegasus, call sign is Santorini. So Santorini 5233, you're cleared for push facing east on orange line, QNH 1002.
QNH 1002, cleared to push facing east on the orange. Of course, Sunturk 5233.
Turkish 2432, left turn heading 180.
Orange line.
North correction, Red Nose 49 Yankee.
So
Bravo
it should
direct,
be
Alpha India 321.
somewhere here.
Alpha India 3 to my red nose 49 Yankee.
Turkish 2432, yeah. Sir, yeah, you shouldn't have turned it for calling me, normally. You should have maintained on the heading. It's fine, you can continue left turn heading 170.
Hey, Conti. Yeah, I flew the Phoenix update. I'm not sure if you tried it as well. And I have to say, the Phoenix update is very nice.
Negative. It was 240.
Can't deny
It's
that.
fine,
And
you
yeah,
can
big shout out to
continue
Conti.
heading 170.
Guys, if you don't know Fly Conti, also check out his channel, please, here on Twitch. Connections, there we go. Okay, cool. Excellent. Excellent. Quick edit. Right, let's do this. Come on. Give me that. Keep forgetting I have to. Sorry for that. Yeah,
Turkish 2432, left turn heading 090.
I'm gonna have to do some more landings with it, but overall,
Turkish 12 X-ray.
they've definitely worked on the flare mode or flare model.
Open descent, and if you would like, you can expedite your descent for a shortcut. Open descent,
Right.
Turkish 2432, descent 2000 feet.
And I think they also worked on the start switches. Yeah, it works better now.
Expect late landing check.
Expect late landing, subject 99,
Ocean 693, are you ready for departure?
Hey sir, we are ready for immediate departure, Ocean 693.
Ocean 693, yeah, you can take your time. Mike 7, runway 369, to get takeoff, and to repair for takeoff.
For takeoff 36 right, Ocean 693.
Suntook 996 hotel proceeding, heavy is vacating now, runway 36 center, you can...
Fritz, sorry for the late call. No, I haven't tried SPAD next yet. No. No.
Mavi 060, welcome. Do you have new scenery?
I'm using default X-ray delivery.
Okay, I mean, you can turn left now onto Golf and then just whatever stand is available.
Roger, Golf and whatever, 5062, thank you.
Anytime. Turkish 2432, please descend 2000.
2432.
No, Alpha, no.
2432, left turn heading 030, clear direct.
Unfortunately not, no. So there's no Pratt & Whitney yet, no.
Turkish 2432.
Good start on... Starting engine 1. So there was a little glitch there with the start levers or master switches.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Turkish 2432, further left turn heading 330.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Unlocking gears.
The flight time... Let me have a quick look here. The flight time
Turkish 2432, you're not descending. Cancel approach
is
turn right.
1 hour. Hey, Bikan, doing well. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm still motoring. Here's the fuel. EGT rise.
I mean, you can go wherever you would like. Taxi any direction on Golf and time of your choice, fine.
Roger, extend 225 Bravo for your information. Thank you.
Culture disconnected. Bypass being removed.
Bye, good night.
Thank you.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Turkish 2432, right turn heading 160.
Let's do the after start flows. Flaps 2.
And Turkish 2432, descend 2000.
Trim up 1.7.
Turkish 2432, right turn heading 270.
Up 1.7. Come on.
Ocean 963, identified row, climb flight level
Yep.
240.
So all clear, fantastic. Flight controls, full up, full down, neutral. We have a lot of people, Bekan, here that have some good knowledge about neutral, about computer setups. Just post a question and then we'll see if we can get an answer for you.
In Ocean 693, can we disregard the altitude restriction at Alpha India 651?
Ocean 693, A-firm, open.
After start, anti-ice off, ecom status checked. Pitch trim is up 1.7 and rudder neutral after start checklist complete. And Suntrack 5233 requesting taxi.
Contact 5233, straight ahead on the orange, taxi right onto Mike 7, hold shot 363.
We taxi Alpha 2 orange, then Mike, and then Mike 7 holding point 36 right. Suntrack 5233.
Correct. Turkish 2432, descend 1500.
So I've got to tax a little bit to the left here.
Turkish 2 RX8, left turn heading 090.
Table 9 to stop
Negative, sir, that was not for you. Turkish
I wonder, guys,
2432, right turn
does anyone
heading
know?
330, cleared Alice Whiskey runway 36.
Because this is scenery from JustSim. Is there an updated version from any add-on maker regarding the Antalya airport? Maybe Sarhan knows.
Ocean 693, right turn heading 180.
Hey
Right
Tavos!
heading 180, Ocean 693.
Nice to see you, how are you doing?
Red nose 49 Yankee, open descent.
Open descent, red nose 49 Yankee.
Hey firm, and if you
How's
make
the
it a
weather
bit
down under?
faster, I can get you in for a shorter approach.
No updates. Yeah, doing well, Tavros. Thanks for asking. I am doing well.
I will try my best.
So let's have a look. Can we get onto Mike?
Turkish 2432, you missed the ILS. Confirm you have runway inside?
So the question is...
Turkish 2432. A-firm, turn right, visual approach. And runway 36 enter, you're clear to land. Wind 050 degrees at 5 knots.
And that should be the runway to the right. Okay, so this should be Mike, yeah.
A321, Turkish Airlines, cleared Alice Whiskey runway 36 cents.
Yeah. This should be Mike. Cool. We have cabin ready. Fantastic. Let's do that. I always hate flying on old scenery, especially on these big airports. Config test normal. So we can read the taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Flap setting is config 2. Radar PWS is on and auto. Then we have engine mode selector normal and economical takeoff no blue. Taxi check is complete. So it's a bit chilly down under. Okay. Alright, quick recap. On the departure route up level 340 in case engine failure, straight out. Acceleration in 1700, then radar vectors in about 4,000 feet, right hand downwind. .30 knots. Be careful, slow down a bit. There we go. What's the best rotation method for the 321? Slowly. So pitch up to about 7 degrees and then stop at 7 degrees. Santok 5233 AFM.
Santok 5233 via Mike 7 runway 36 right, you clear for takeoff. Wind 05 degrees at 5 knots.
Via Mike 7 clear takeoff 36 right, Santok 5233. Right, Mike 7, cabin crew prepare for departure. And we'll turn the packs off. Are we there yet? And if not, why not? Almost. We're almost there yet. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let me just do that really quickly. Oh. TARA. Fantastic. This time I remembered. And the packs off. And that's the lineup checklist completed. Cleared for takeoff. Wind 050. A little bit from the right. 36 right is identified, confirmed. Everyone's ready. I'm ready. This time we'll start the chrono as well. Sterile. Off we go. Take off. MAN, thanks so much. I'll read that in a second. Take off. Manflex 66 SAS runway. Order first blue.
Red nose 49 Yankee left turn heading 030.
Lovely bug splatter right there.
Red nose 49 Yankee.
Turkish 243 Turkish Airlines left turn cars. Stand of your choice. Bye.
100 knots. Checked. V1, rotate. Heavy aircraft. Right, up to about 7 degrees. Let the aircraft lift off. Once it's clear, pull up further, positive rate, gear up, NAF. It looks like it snowed. It's weird colouring. Ay, ay, ay. Right, 580, right turn. First time climb out magenta, 8,000. Flaps 1, speed is checked. Flaps 1. You can't really say what's a normal rotation speed. Rotation speed depends a lot on aircraft weight, other factors, wind, temperature, whatever. Okay, Santok 5233, can we require, just confirm climb level 340?
Level 240.
Level 240, unrestricted or with according to SID?
It's unrestricted for now.
Okay, unrestricted 240. Thank you, Santok 5233.
Red nose 49.
So open climb, out blue.
And you're cleared for the Islet Whiskey runway 36.
2003, the clear for LS 36 center, Redness 409 Yankee.
Ocean 9er, Christian 603, monitor advisor now, bound to the destination.
The joystick is, so it's a Mosa AB9
Ocean 693,
base.
thank you very much, good night.
And, yeah. And the stick is the FS Projects. Here comes Flap 0, speed check.
Hello, expect RMP runway 08 via Utuso.
Expecting RMP 08 via Utuso, cutting our descent via the start, I mean.
Turkish Christian Samsk 5233, right turn heading 180.
Right turn heading 180, Sun Turk 5233. So heading 180, set.
Turkish 12 X-ray, welcome to Antalya. Taxi via Golf, stand of your choice, fine.
Golf, stand of choice, Turkish. Teşekkürler, iyi akşamlar hocam.
Yeah, let me write that down for you. Mosa AB9
Antalya, Turkish 5 Papa, Alpha,
and
5 Papa, iyi akşamlar, 5.
FS Projects stick. There you go. So I wrote it down for you.
Turkish 5 Papa, so cleared exam on Golf, runway 05, climb level 120.
Hey Norman, how are you doing? Are we there yet? Not yet, not quite. Almost. How are you doing well, Norman? Which Neo is this? This is the Leap engines.
Turkish 5 Papa, so correct. Turkish 5 233, direct Altai.
Blocked.
Yep, red nose 409 Yankee runway 36 center, you cleared to land with intro 5 straight 5 knots.
36 center, clear to land, Redness 409 Yankee.
Sunturk 5233, proceed direct Altai, Alpha Lima, Papa Alpha Yankee.
Direct to Alpi, copied, Sunturk 5233. There we go, Alpi, nav. Whoop, whoop, whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go, right turn, there you go. No, really? No, well, I mean, everyone has their preferences. A10 tank bus, all good. I'm not here to convince you otherwise. I'm just here to enjoy flight simming. That's all I'm doing. And there we go. Let's have a quick look here. Seatbelts. Secondary, you've got to copy the active. RATNAV is clear. Fix is clear as well. Yeah, it's the FSLabs, yeah. So Norman, I hope you guys are busy making the Pratt & Whitney versions. I know you can't say anything, but I do miss the Pratt & Whitneys for obvious reasons. Let's have a quick look here for ATSU AOC menu. So that was, oh, that was the message. Okay, cool. So 240. Let's have a look for the terrain. And here we got the weather radar. And let's dial up the range a little bit to check for weather. But there shouldn't be any problems. Hey, John. And A10 tank bus is currently doing your modular ATPL, GGs, and the biggest fear is landing my first job as a... Oh, why? Okay, so, well, now I'm intrigued. Now, what's your... Why are you so against Airbus?
On to Golf, and then is your choice. Bye-bye. Good night.
Turn on the Golf and stand of choice for Redness 409 Yankee. Good night.
Turkish 906 Papa. Roger is on advisory, wants to destinate. Good night, iyi akşamlar.
İyi akşamlar, 1, 2, 2, 8, 9, 6 Papa. İyi akşamlar, devam hocam.
Too much automation, yeah. I mean that's
5233 further flight is on advisory. 122 destinate, safe flight, bye bye.
Advisory 122.8. Thank you so much for the service. Have a great weekend from Suntruck 5233. Bye bye.
Anytime, wish you the same. Bye.
Thank you. So there we go. Much appreciate the controlling as always. Yeah, but there's a lot of aircraft these days that have more and more automation. It's just a trend these days, isn't it? And it's not all bad. So I've flown the 737 for a very long time as well. First officer and as a captain. And hand flying, yeah, you know, I would say the same. Hand flying is more fun on the 737. But literally everything else regarding ergonomics, the Airbus is clearly better. All right, let's do standard, alternative standard set 3 times. Oh, lol. Okay, guys, this is interesting. So we are getting GPS spoofing or jamming. Look at that. We've got GPS primary lost. Which should be expected in these regions. That's interesting. So let's have a quick look at the data. GPS monitor. There we go. Look, all the GPS data. So that's more like jamming, not spoofing. Oop. Oh, great. My lol. Can I go into this here right now? Yeah, I can. So I don't know why my controller is not set for the correct preset. Let me just check. No, that's correct. So why is it... okay, so see, that shouldn't be the case. That's rubbish. I never found that. So let's get rid of that. Right, there we go. Now we're getting NAF ADS-B reporting twofold. So now, the ADS-B reporting is the system that reports things like your heading information, not ground speed, but heading, what altitude you've set, for example. But that comes very often with GPS jamming as well. So that's typical. There's no procedure for this. So we just say NAF ADS-B reported twofold, clear. In-up systems, checked. Well, so A10 tank bus, and I hope you get a different option maybe at some time. What do you mean still have time, Alpha? Oh, you mean the GPS time? Yeah. I guess that's not being jammed, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's on a different channel or something. Many pilots doing hand flying the Airbus for complete approaches to be familiar with hand flying playing. Didn't write anything. It's all good, all good, all good. Don't worry. Exactly. There's a lot of weapons that rely on GPS. So a lot of weapons are GPS guided. And so in these regions, you know, near Beirut, Israel, Middle East, etc., etc., Iran, you get this GPS jamming. That is just the way it is. Solak, sim training operator entertainment guy, flown a lot of BMGD. Boeing is for plane spotting beauty, Airbus is for luxury flying. Yeah, that's true. That is true. What do you mean, how is it activating? This is included in the FSLabs. So it takes real-world GPS data, and then if you fly in these regions, then you know, then you could run into GPS jamming. Yeah, Cyprus as well. That's true, Smiley Beaches, yeah. I am going to put the time, guys. I'm going to change the time just a little bit. I don't want to be... I thought we were going to be arriving somewhat earlier, so I just want to be arriving at daytime to have a potential visual approach there. Right, let's climb 340. I think that was the filed level. So climb out blue 340. Oh, look at that. So we got the GPS back again. I was just about to check the RMP. So we definitely did better or equal than 2 miles. And we have 0.09 currently, and that's fine. Yeah, 340 is the filed level. Fantastic. And we have GPS primary again. On both sides, left and right. Yeah, we have, so you mean this here? So we could go this side, back up speed scale, and that's reversible, so yeah, so angle of attack speed. The 787 has a fantastic system. And last weekend, like I was saying, doing my check ride again on the 787, we got unreliable airspeed, and it's so cool where if the aircraft senses a problem itself with the speed or altitude, so the static or the pitot pressure, it can then automatically revert to angle of attack speed and GPS altitude. There are, of course, some failures where it's not sure. It will then tell you unreliable airspeed, or you call out unreliable airspeed, autopilot off, auto thrust off, flight directors off, then pitch 10 degrees 85% or 4 degrees 70%, and then you just look for pitch and power, and then level off with these values that are in your FCOM or in the checklist. And then you have the option to use a button as well, or button to select GPS altitude and angle of attack speed, and then compare with the other indications that you have, center and right, and then determine which source is accurate. And Boeing really made a fantastic system with that. It's really, really nice. Could have been saved with the bus. It would have helped for sure. It would have helped, but nonetheless. So here's my take on things. Now, I'm not saying I'm the perfect pilot, but I've been lucky enough that I've always had instructors. It doesn't matter which aircraft I was flying. My instructors always stressed some standard pitch and power values, always. And so for every aircraft, I knew my pitch and power values. Hey, Vikris, hang on, let me just have a look. Hold on, what am I looking at, Vikris? What map is this? How do I zoom out? How do I zoom? Hang on, how do I? That's so looks like we're live. Yeah, it looks like to me I'm not seeing the full. Oh, okay. I know what you mean. Like the left corner, that's your position, but you're not. You're like in Gdansk. But the car GPS says you are somewhere completely different because it's spoofing. Yeah, it's so the problem with spoofing. So jamming is pretty straightforward. Jamming means you don't receive any GPS data anymore. Right? It's just drowning the signals. Spoofing, however, is more of an issue, at least for now, where the GPS doesn't realize that it's being fed wrong GPS data. And then potentially you can have map shifts, right? So the map doesn't represent the true to life position. No, Solak, it doesn't work on a jet. No, so that's BS. How would you say? You know, we talk about fly-by-wire aircraft, right? With more or less, you know, augmentation going on in certain areas, right? So, and here we have noise compensated headsets on. You hardly hear the engines in the cockpit. So how would you hear if you're setting 60% or 65%? You don't. So no, the only you know, very basic and reliable information is your pitch and power. That's all there is. Yeah, Sarahan, the thing. Oh, hang on. So, Ufran, thanks so much. No, you're all good. I should have known. I should have updated the scenery. But I've got a link now for the update. And next time I'm in Antalya, I'll have the updated scenery. Thank you so much for your controlling. Much appreciated. Yeah, so the IAE. So the thing is this. So if you look at the range here. Oops. Oh. Autopilot is on. So if you look at the range here from the 0 to climb notch, so with N1 indications, this is actually pretty much linear. Now with the IAE engines, it's not linear. So what it looks like is that from here to about here, so not halfway. So you think that's half of the thrust increase, right? It's not. So on the IAE engines, this is half increase. And then the rest just goes, you know, the increase is getting lower and lower and lower. So when you're doing the approaches, your range of motion with the thrust levers is a lot less. And that's why, yeah, flying IAE engines is a little bit more tricky. Yeah, friend. I try to improvise sometimes. Yeah, there is an update. Let me just give you the link for that. Hang on. That's a link someone posted, and it says it's the update for the base model of JustSim, which I'm using. So yeah, that should be fine. Auto thrust, auto throttle. Yeah. So I'm used to Boeing terms now. So that's a big difference between. Airbus and Boeing's different wordings for the same thing, really. You ask about my opinion about the gradual shutdown of VORs. I'm not happy with that. No, I think it's a bad idea for obvious reasons. Yeah, EEC, FADEC, whatever, right? Cool. Where are we? We're in cruise level. Let's have a quick look where we are. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, I have to thank MAN, because MAN, one of my dear friends and long-term members here, he posted the link. Yeah. Would it be possible to put this thing in a fully developed spin? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, I'm not going to try it. No. So let's have a quick. Why is hang on. Why is it? There we go. Yeah, I think I have to restart that. That's still bugged, unfortunately. Must be hard to get it fixed. So let's import that. Let's do the map again. There we go. That's better. Here we are. So let's zoom in. Yeah, so there's some weather to the north on our routing right now. No major bad weather or anything. That's MAN, Ocean 693. And this is Rhodos below us. Fran, thank you so much for the offer. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much. That's really kind. I didn't realize it's Rhodos right here. Hang on. Yeah, it is. Interesting. Which planes have flown? And so, Amarin, let me just give you the that prompt here. So I've flown more Boeing than Airbus, but yeah, currently on a 787. Beethoven. I doubt they will be activating Lorentz C again. I hardly think that those antennas are still around. At least I would be very surprised if they're still installed somewhere. Hey Bob. Sorry for the ignore. Would it be possibly a barrel roll? No. Yeah, so the idea is that, especially with the 777X, that is very, very similar to the 787. But yeah, 787 and 777, you can have a joint rating. A Bible thump? What is that? But for the 777, I would have to do a little bit of simulator training before I could fly that. But in principle, it's so similar to the 787. It only requires a very short conversion training or additional training. No, so Evo, the reason why I have not gone and made any videos on the Air India crash is because A, there's hardly any facts. So even the preliminary report gave us more questions than answers. And honestly, all those videos that came out, literally all of them are just because those people want to profit from it. It's just a cash grab. So the more kind of, the more speculative the title, the more clicks it gets. And I find it disrespectful to the families of these people that lost their lives, and the relatives of those people. And yeah, and that report that came out, that just left so many questions, which is quite shocking, really. So, okay, cool. So the full reinstall fixed everything regarding Phoenix. Now I can sleep well. Fantastic, LR Aviation. Happy for you. Okay, Sarah. Okay, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, so once you know, should there at any time be a full report out with absolute clear proof of what happened, then I think it's okay to make a video and talk about you know, the facts. But right now, all those videos are just for, you know, to kind of get the clicks, the views, and the money. Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is, so people say, well, you know, it helps the people affected because then they kind of get an idea what happened. Well, no, they don't. They don't have any facts. Even right now, they don't know exactly what happened, but the press, obviously, and a lot of those content creators were very quickly to blame one of the pilots, right? But that's still not proven. That's not finally proven. It's just a speculation at this point. But imagine the families of the pilots, the relatives of those pilots, facing the scrutiny now. Terrible. Yeah, Bob, so interesting as well. So the Jeju 737 crash, the preliminary report, so they had a press conf. Oh wait, look at that, GPS primer is lost again. So they had a press conference where initially they, and I can see that we got mixed IRS. So we got 3 IRS DME updating. So it's still good, but it's just not GPS updating anymore. So they in that report, they stated that it looks like that one engine had a bird strike and had damage, while the other one was still running, okay? And one of the pilots, apparently the first officer, then shut down the wrong engine. So he shut down the one that was running. Now, then suddenly the relatives made a huge commotion. NTSB, NAF ADSB reporting twofold. And so they pulled back that report again. So I honestly, again, I don't know exactly what to make of it. I don't know what proof they have to say that. So again, I would urge everyone to just wait until the official report is out. And then people, you know, people come up with these conspiracy theories saying, you know, they want to protect Boeing or so, or they want to protect, I don't know, some other instance. Well, there's just too many different investigators involved, usually. That it's hard to come up something in the final report that is not correct. So, you know, I think they would be very, very careful publishing anything you know, incorrect. So 314, 26 degrees. and 1007. Now, has it happened before that someone, shut down the wrong engine? I remember a case in the UK, also 737, where they had an engine failure or fire or something, and they shut down, probably an engine failure, but they shut down the wrong engine, and they crashed like a couple hundred yards in front of the runway. Yeah, East Midlands, right? Yeah, that was very tragic. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, British Midlands at East Midlands, yeah. So, Keckworth crash. Yeah, so again, oh, look at that. Now we get the NAF GPS 1 and NAF GPS 2 fault. Okay. Interesting. Accuracy is now increasing. You see now the estimated accuracy is increasing. It all depends now if the system has some good DMEs. So it's still doing 3 IRS DME updating. So that seems okay. So it shouldn't really get much worse than this. Yeah, so again, I'm not saying it's not possible. It is possible, right? Humans make mistakes, especially under stress. And that's why we practice. We train and train and train that we don't mess up in this instance, so that we don't shut down the wrong engine. And that's why normally we have this confirmation, right? So the pilot flying has to confirm, or the pilot flying actually is the one pulling back the corresponding thrust lever, while the pilot monitoring then switches off the broken engine via the master switches or the few control switches. And so normally they just place their finger next to the switch to say confirm engine 2, and then the pilot flying would say number 2 confirmed, and only then would the pilot monitoring switch off the engine. In systems, GPS. Mex, well, it's not the only one, so it's nice that they do that, yes. But the first one I think that had it was the hot start Challenger 650. Is it true that common joke about hard Ryanair landings is mostly due to the 737 fleet and the... I don't know, really, Simon. It could be. So here's my take on that, Simon. I think a lot of times Ryanair lands at airfields that have shorter runways. So they don't really have the luxury of flaring for too long. So I would give them that. And maybe that's why more often, they don't have much flare time. And so they land the aircraft quickly and more positively. But I'm sure that Ryanair pilots are just as skilled and can land aircraft softly as well. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no doubt. Under stress, you do make more mistakes, but that's why you have these procedures in place that should, mitigate these wrong actions. I'm just going to have the approach. So we did the Bravo approach with the ARC. So this one here via Uvrit. Yeah, we'll fly that. We'll fly this approach. So circle to land, obviously. Well, it's not circular, but it's in straight. It's a bit offset, 324. I think the runway heading is a bit different. Let's have a quick look here. Lima, Golf, Sierra, Romeo. So it's 334, and the inbound was 324, correct? Yeah, that's 10-degree offset. That's huge. Runway length available is 2,200 meters. Not much, but it should be long enough. Now, I just saw one other thing that's important. Hang on, for the approach today. So it's definitely going to be config full. 70.7 tons. Sounds about right. Yeah, 77. And so with auto brake medium, it's about 1,800 meters. So that's what we're going to have to take. Low doesn't do it. So it's medium auto brake for sure. And one big thing here is the runway width. 30 meters. Remember what happens? 30 meter runway width. What issue does that cause?
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blinds.
It could have reduced crosswind limitations, yes, depending on the operator.
Ready for landing. Please help us
Continue
by
down, descent
handing
out blue
in
90.
newspapers or magazines that
Exactly,
you do not
MAN,
with you.
good old pro pilot. So yeah, so of course, as you look outside, a runway that's narrow will give you the impression that you are higher up. So you feel as if you are higher up. So what happens usually is you tend to flare later, which causes then hard landings. So how would you mitigate that risk? Yes, Simon, absolutely. And again, I would be the last person to say it would not have happened to me. I can only try to mitigate that threat of being overwhelmed by just simply saying trust in your pitch and power. Meaning, you know, you can't go higher than 5-degree pitch at 35,000 feet on full power. Otherwise, you're going to bleed energy, right? So 10-degree pitch up, full power, doesn't work, right? So again, normally what I have is 2.5 degrees, and then fuel flow in the 321, it will be approximately 1,300 kilograms each side. Or maybe a bit more, maybe 1,400 to 1,500 each side. While on the 320, it will be about 1,200 kilogram per side and 2.5 degrees. And that's valid for all flight levels. And that will just buy me enough time. It will buy me time to get some charts out. Oh, that's Santorini. Look at that. Beautiful. Cool. Yeah, you definitely brief the fact that the runway is only 30 meter wide. Now, one way to mitigate that is to be aware that it's going to have an optic illusion. And the other thing is, I would say, we carefully listen to the GPWS altitude callouts. So the 50, 40, 30, and so on. Exactly, auto brake. Listen to the radial altimeter callouts. Then I would also brief the balked landing procedure or bounced landing procedure. How does that work? Well, we're going to put the toga, we're going to put the engines into toga, so thrust leaders toga notch. However, we're going to nail the pitch to a maximum of 7 degrees. We're not. It doesn't matter if we touch down or if we just, if we just fly at 3 feet over the runway. The moment we bounce, we go airborne again, we go around, but initially we're going to nail the pitch to 7 degrees, wait, there's no configuration change, and we wait until the aircraft gets into a climb again. And once we are sure that we're climbing away, then we slowly pitch to the normal 15 degrees roundabout, and then we go flaps, thrust set, positive rate, gear up, etc. Go descend a bit quicker here. There we go. Almost on the arc. Cool. We're going to go down 3,000 feet here. So we have descent up blue 3000, and we have... No, hang on, disregard. Disregard that. So... Yeah, we got distracted a bit, so let me just quickly have a look at the chart here. Someone's asking. So yeah, I mean, we just monitor Sierra November India, the ARC now. So the ARC is 10 dmi. So that's what we have. 9.6, maybe just a little bit overshoot. It will recapture the 10 dmi ARC, that's fine, and inbound 324 degrees. 324. And so the descent out of 3000 is 8 miles. Then we descend down to 1700 feet. And then we continue visually. So as always, what I'll do, I'm going to enter the runway threshold to give me some DME distances.
Santorini traffic, Ocean 693 on a circle to land, now turning downwind, runway 133.
Okay, let's copy it. And Sunturk 5233 is on the 10 dmi arc on the VOR Bravo, runway 33 in Santorini. No, the runway is dry. Runway is dry, and then we put this to dry. Yep. There we go. That's one thing you have to do here. Okay. So, missed approach, straight out, 324 degrees until we pass 2,500, and then we turn back to the VOR, climb 3.5 to hold. Now we can vacate the runway at Delta or Charlie, left off to the apron. Perfect. So it's a very short taxi. So let me activate the approach mode because we're going to start slowing down here. And we've got 1007 on the altimeter. 1007. Hey, Mr. Tomboy, thank you very much for your support. 30 months. Tom, how are you doing? Wow, that's a long time. Thank you so much, Tom, for the 30 months of support, and I hope you're doing well. All right, let's get some drag out. Flaps 1, speed is check, flaps 1. I'm going to get some speed brakes back out again, otherwise I'm going to be a bit high, it seems. Yep, yeah, it's a bit high, and let me do this. 10 miles, oh my god, we are a bit high.
Santorini traffic, Ocean 693, turning final runway 33.
So I'm going to put 1700 now as the minimum. Tom, you doing good? No, really, you finished your flying training. A320. Wow, another round of applause. GG's. How are you liking the Airbus? Gears coming down. That's good to hear. Happy to hear that. GG's. Right, now we're descending. There you go. Speed brakes in. And then I'm going to go vertical speed. Speed managed. Cool. How many miles are we away? We are 7 miles. Should be at 2,100 feet, so we're still a little bit high. Flaps 3, speed check, flaps 3. And flaps 4, speed check, flaps 4. That's RMB. Comfortable, but the Pratt Whitney's, so many issues. Oh, I know. Yeah. A lot of airlines are having issues.
2,500.
Is checked. Right. Cool. Let's do some hand flying, shall we? Now, guys, this will be a go-around. Because I do wanna fly, alright, flight directors off, put it on. I do wanna fly a visual pattern. Okay, so just as a, we'll do a long flare, and then we're gonna go around.
100 above.
So runways inside, I can see 3 white, 1
Minimum.
red. Continue. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that bulk landing procedure, okay? Happy Chris, yeah, nice try. So the pattern will be in 1700 feet. So we leave that at 1700. And Santorini traffic. Santorini 5233 is on a 4-mile final on runway 33 in Santorini.
Exclamation mark, Gar.
Yeah, Gar. Oh, let me see how many miles. 3 miles? Yeah, we're still a little bit high. Well, 1 red, 3 white. Not too bad. Now we're coming up 1,000 feet above the threshold. So max rate of descent, 1,000 feet per minute. So now we're going to try to deal with it. Landing checklist. We've got eco landing no blue. 1,000 check. I keep forgetting the approach checklist. I know I've done all the items, but I keep forgetting the approach checklist. Crying it loud. Pratt & Whitney when? I don't know. They always keep quiet on. Oh, careful. They always keep quiet with the updates. So one thing I've commented on that at the last time. I don't know what it is with the pitch and power sometimes here. Or if it's the wind situation.
Santorini traffic, Ocean 693, runway located.
So here's the pitch limiter, 10 degrees. You see that? And now you have a look at the way the runway looks. And what I mean with having the feeling that you're a little bit high. Especially let's say 50 feet or something.
100.
You see? 100.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
Oh.
Retard.
Bounce landing. Go around.
V1.
So careful. 7 degrees. We're airborne. Flaps 3. Speed check. Flaps 3. Now we go 50 degrees pitch. Go around thrust set. Pause rate. Gear up. Flight trucked off again. And again, we're going to do a right-hand visual pattern. Flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1. I'm going to now set S speed. Bird on. Put this to nav indication, 2.5 miles. And Santorini traffic, Sunturk 5233 on a go around. We'll do a visual pattern right hand in Santorini. Well, no, you wouldn't do a soft go around if you're doing a bulk landing procedure. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put in the runway for the runway extension. So runway 33, insert. So what I want to have is 2.5 miles offset. Here's the runway. That's 2.5 miles in the center there. So that's what I want to have on the visual approach. A little bit fast. So let me try to get the values correct. So there's the runway. Once we're abeam, I'm going to start the stopwatch. About now. Flaps 2, speed check, flaps 2. Activate the approach phase again. So now we'd read the approach checklist normally again. Let me do that here. Approach. So bar ref is still 1007. Seatbelts are still on. A minimum visual. Auto brake medium. And engine mode selector normal. That's the approach checklist completed. So about 4... Oh, that's a lot of tailwind. Could go now. So gear down. Flaps 3. Speed check. Flaps 3. We are 3 miles away from the field and flaps full. Speed check. Flaps full. Going to start a slow descent. Not much. So I'm going to fly a base leg here. A lot of wind here. 25 knots. GG's. Yeah, 1 red, 3 white. Looking good. Continue a shallow descent here. No, so at the moment you have the reversers active. So once you pull the thrust, the reverser levers open, that's the point where you don't go around anymore. At least for our company, our SOPs. So you can go around as long as you haven't selected reverse thrust. Yeah, look at that. 2 red, 2 white. I don't know how I do it. I'm always just lucky. I'm a really lucky pilot. So now I'm going to wait about 800 feet until we get to the... What do you mean wrong QNH? Is it 1007? Okay, that's fine. Yeah. How did I happen? Cool. There we go. Landing checklist. Landing Eco Memo, landing no blue. Landing checklist complete. Let's concentrate on landing. Thank you, MAN and Beethoven. All good.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. Pitch.
I'll take this one. But always, again, it's just that runway looks... Or at least in the flare, you always think that you're too high. Alright, auto brake, come on.
Auto brake off.
Yeah, there we go, auto brake off. Right. People will not be clapping, but at least we're here now, safely. Yeah, I need window cleaning for sure, yeah. Absolutely. Let's get spoilers, flaps. And we'll vacate the next one to the left.
The cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be...
Yeah, so the timing is 45 seconds. So for 1,500 feet above the airport would be 15 seconds. Sorry, 45 seconds. But you would have half of the wind tailwind component subtracted. So if you had like 20 knots tailwind, you would turn at 35 seconds and not 45 seconds. Santorini traffic. Sunturk 5233, runway 33 vacated in Santorini. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something changed with the latest update, or updates, like 2 updates ago. Something changed. So I'm struggling a bit as well with the the pitch. Warte, Moment. So it says I have to stop the engines for ground service. I guess I'm a bit too close already for parking. GSX profile is way off. That's a shame. Yeah, I have the same, I think. Oh, there we go, MAN. Let's park here. Gonna wait for the APU. Good night to Alpha. Take care. Have a nice weekend. I'll be back on Sunday, by the way, guys. So here goes 1, 2.
Captain Crew, thank you very much for your hard work today. Your doors are clear to open.
So that's all in park. Beacon off. Seatbelts off. Now it's going to complain to me. Oh, there we go. It's boarding requested. So let's have a look. Sarah, take care. Have a great weekend. Yeah, I can. Okay, so somebody was asking if I can show the roll. The difference in roll inertia. Yeah, we can do that for sure. So MAN, thank you so much for flying along. And I'm just going to log off VATSIM. And then what I'm going to do, let me just position myself again. Thanks so much, MAN. Vielen, vielen Dank.
Good night.
Lee, mach's gut. Auch ein schönes Wochenende. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a takeoff and then demonstrate to you how the FSLabs rolls. Dankeschön, Lee. Mach's gut. You certainly have been at new awesome scenery. Is it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Birmingham does have a new scenery. Yeah, maybe it is time to go there again. I agree. Yeah, the one on the left, of course. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah. I think you would see a big difference in, you know, when you use the TOLIS, because that definitely rolls a lot longer. So one thing I find a bit off as well in the approach, where for some reason the relationship between the pitch and the flight path vector, it just seems to change very rapidly sometimes, and I can't put my finger on it. If it's, you know, Microsoft doing some things regarding downdraft or something, or if there's just some weird programming in the flight model or something, I have no idea. It's always a bit weird. So what I'll do, I'm just make the aircraft normally heavy. So I'm going to go through options here. Let's do payload. Let's do... Well, 66 is fine. That's good. And then fuel. Let me just put fuel, 5,000 kilograms. So that way we have... yeah, we have 66.0 fuel, about 72 tons. We'll do the flap 2 takeoff. We'll do flaps 255 flex. And just normal speeds here. That's it. Fine. Cool. So let's go take off here. So we have man flex 55, odd thrust blue. Set this to 5,000 then. One thing I'm very happy with today, again, Microsoft 2024 has really acted well today. No sound cuts. OBS has worked well. So no frozen OBS. Totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Right. Now I'm gonna go clean. Let me just clean up the aircraft. So we're gonna go to 50 knots. Just a normal airspeed. Flap 0. Okay, so let's have a look how the roll works. So you can see my stick input when I let go. So 250 knots. Just going to level off here.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel.
Hey, flying Greenland. Oh my god, amazing. So, let me see. So do full roll. Oh, that's a long... Hang on. Wow, that's a long time. Hang on. Wow, that... So don't look at this. This always seems to be lagging behind. They're flying Greenland for tier 3. Good God. Really, really, really generous. Tier 3, 52 months. I'm doing well. Flying Greenland, how are you? How's Greenland doing? So let's do again. So let's go roll rate. Let go. Yeah, and it does roll just a little bit longer, you see? Although that seems overdone as well now. Yeah, that's too much. That's more like the tollers now. But at least this is like what it should do. Not that much maybe, but you know, you let go and the aircraft will continue to roll just a tad longer. Not much though, just a little bit longer. Yeah, this is a bit overdone now as well. Yeah, but the Phoenix kind of stops instantly. Yeah, it is. I agree. I would say that's too much as well. It shouldn't continue to roll for that long. So especially if you have a very long input. Yeah, that's too much. That's a shame. Yeah, well, I can go slower as well, Abima. It shouldn't really matter. It doesn't matter with the airspeed simply because it's a fly-by-wire aircraft. It does roll rates. Yeah, Rabbit, I demonstrated that. Even with the update of the Phoenix, it still stops the roll way too quickly. So I have a feeling it's really, really difficult. Hey, Tupac Moin, it's really difficult to get it right here on Microsoft. I think one thing that will really, really change stuff is if Asobo manages to get the MOI, so that that inertia simulation in, then I think, oh wow, you are joking. You've got to be kidding me. Lol, okay, disregard. It's just one of those bugs. I was just thinking, hydraulic B failure? Are you serious? So flying Greenland, the weather in... you've got wonderful weather there. Fantastic. Right, so... Why? Hang on. Hold on. Hang on. What's happening? I'm at idle power. 3,000 feet. Yeah, now it's slowing down. Yeah, sure. So what do you mean orbit? You can do an orbit in an earlier stream. I'm not exactly sure what you mean with the orbit. Can you maybe let me know which approach that was? What airport? Ah, okay. I'll just do one more thing here. Just want to do the roll input again, right? Have a look. So roll input, let go. Yeah, it just rolls a little bit too long. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be a combination, like Zolak says. It's like, you know, a little bit delay through the fly-by-wire system because the signals have to be processed and sent to the actuators. That takes time, yes. And then inertia, right, has an effect, but it should not continue to roll for that long. That's too long. Right, so... well, it depends. So it depends if you do the autopilot on flying Greenland. Did I program that? So not a hold, it just requested an orbit, and it was quite easy. It was with autopilot on. Now normally I would do that with the heading mode, right? I would just turn the heading to do that. Now, was I flying holding prior? Or was that from a You just rolled the plane, and which was that 320 or a different plane? Yeah, I'm just wondering what I did.
Good night, Black.
Yeah, have a great weekend, MAN. Thanks for flying along, and take care. Binky. There we go. Binky insert. Then he used it to delay a little bit without putting you into hold. It was an A321. Okay. Yeah, so normally, now, like I said, normally I would do that in a heading, with a heading mode. But let's say I've got a holding pattern, okay. Why is it not showing? That's also interesting. Why is it not showing the holding pattern? So it should show a right turn there, shouldn't it? Okay. Yeah, so, okay, I mean, that's pretty simple as well, flying Greenland. So let's say I have to do an orbit to the right. Now, the thing is this, so the Airbus, you can only do that. For example, I could do it this way, just put the aircraft into a 25-degree bank, and then just let go of the stick. And just make sure that I keep the altitude. It does that. However, yeah, so now on the 737, I think maybe that was the 737 flying Greenland, maybe the MAX. Because there, what you can do, you can get the aircraft into a 25-degree bank and then get control with steering roll, CWSR. Oh, now the holding is drawn. But yeah, you could do it this way. So I can let go of the stick. It holds the bank angle. And all I have to make sure is I maintain the altitude. No, the 25-degree bank is normal standard bank angle. Aviomar. That's why we use 25. 30 is like the maximum bank angle we should use. Yeah, so the cool thing is, Flying Green, the 737 has what's called CWS, control wheel steering. Yep, that should be a 2-minute turn, yes. But you can see here as well, I mean, that's doable, right? But again, here the Airbus doesn't have control wheel steering here with autopilot on. So the only thing you could do is like, you know, get a hold and then go immediate exit, and then it would do that, right? But yeah, I think that was a 737. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, if you imagine, let's say aircraft are doing 4 miles per minute, right? Let's say they're going 240 knots, 4 miles a minute. Then 360 taking 2 minutes gives you 8 miles spacing. Yeah, so that does work nicely. Yeah. Oops, don't worry, that's just my phone. So beautiful. Right, what can we say? Again, I enjoy both. I enjoy the Phoenix. I enjoy the FSLabs. The update from the Phoenix has definitely improved the hand flying characteristics. It has improved the flare. I am not sure what's happening. In the FSLabs lately regarding the flare. I'm going to try one more landing just to see. Yes, the thing is, as you get slow down to approach speed, obviously, you know, you have like a 5-degree angle of attack. And I have a feeling somehow then once you pitch down a bit, the flat path vector goes really steeply down. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just feels a little bit overdone. You had to stop using FSLabs to crash the desktop. Okay, that's out of here. But I mean, again, I can only, you know, I can only fly on stream live, and then you see that, you know, both the Phoenix and the FSLabs had no issues in that regard. Avia Mario. Yeah, then you have to stick with one add-on maybe. Who knows? All right, let me just right, what we're going to do, we're going to do kind of a fighter approach, shall we? The vibrations low. Yeah, that's true. I'm lucky. Oh, that was too fast. Yeah, now the protection's kicking, pulling the nose up. This is also what I mean with inertia simulation. I mean, if I accelerate and if I pull back the thrust levers to idle, yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, disregard. So we're going to do a non-standard visual approach now. We're going to do a low approach And then pull up at the end of the runway and do a visual approach, 1500 feet. The Neo has quick spool up times. I don't know. I don't think it should. I always have a feeling that the you know, these big engines, the spool up is kind of slow because of the stall protection. So or the internal flow. So the airflow through the engine. So that it doesn't, you know, doesn't stall. So let's have a look. Didn't really put in anything, did I? Had it. Okay, so activate approach phase. So that was 1007, I think people were saying, right? And about 28 degrees. Okay, that's what I need. Well, initially, so from the lower RPMs, it does take some time. I would say from idle to about, thank you much, Avimar. I think from idle to about full power, it takes 5 to 7 seconds. All right, so let's do a high-speed, low-level pass. Kind of what fighter pilots do. Thank you much, 1007. Yes, checked. So again, this is non-standard, okay? Don't do this at home.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Correct.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Correct.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Too low, terrain.
For demonstration purposes.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Right. Power idle.
Terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
But this is weird. Look, we're doing like idle power, and why is the aircraft not decelerating?
Too low, terrain.
Really strange.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
There we go. Right, 1500 feet again. Flaps 1. Speed check, flaps 1. Here's 1500 feet. What do you mean? Why is this done, Avimar? What do you mean? It's just that fun. Yeah, I think so too, right? I mean, it should have a lot of drag. Well, this would be like, for, you know, an air show or something. This will be, you know, just for fun, just to show what the aircraft is capable. I mean, have you seen these air shows with these huge jets? A380, A350, I mean, the things they do there. So again, I'm gonna go beam point. Yeah, for example, right? That must have looked really awesome. 747 high speed pass. So again, 45 seconds minus 10, so 35 seconds outbound. Here we go. Chrono on, idle power, flaps 2. I don't know why I'm getting no speeds in here. So 36 is the approach speed. Yeah, I can imagine, Rabbit, yeah. Good, 35 seconds, gears coming down. We're turning final. 25 degrees. Flaps 3, speed check, flaps 3, and flaps full. Speed check, flaps full. So let's have a look. How good, how bad are we? Well, slightly high still, but we can correct that. Base leg here. Let's go down. Yeah, 1 red, 3 white. Not bad. Not bad at all. No need to dive down anything. Just a normal descend here. It's the normal pitch and power. Landing checklist completed. Economic landing in blue. 1000 is checked. No, Abimar, you can go with flaps 1 below 2,500 feet. I've never heard of that rule.
$500.
I mean, a GPWS survival drop lost. Okay, no problem.
400.
So let's see how the flare works this time.
$300.
So again, narrow runway.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard. Retard. Retard.
That's all right. So, speed brakes up, reverse and normal. No auto brakes, minor brakes. No, it's all right. I think what happens, people come down, descend too quickly, and then do the initial brake too late. Because that's what I did on the first landing. So I just did that first flare input too late. Then I had to really pull really hard, and then things get a bit crazy, and then you get that pitch call out as well. I did, Bosnak, on the first stream today. Have a look on video on demand. I flew from Frankfurt to Berlin with the B view. So, here we go. Santorini. Enjoy the sun, guys. Yeah, I'll be back on Sunday. We'll do some more flying for sure. Black box, could you please explain when the right time to lower flaps is? I never understood when I should take them down. Well, the primary decision is airspeed. But I think you're asking with regards to the approach itself, right? So the idea is that as you are on the ILS and you are 2,000 feet above the ground, that's the point where you should lower the landing gear. So prior to that, you should lower the flaps, 1 and then 2 on the Airbus, that is, right? So I would say the same. I would think about, let's say, about 5 miles before the glide slope intercept. So 5 miles before you start your final descent, latest, put flaps 1, right? Idle power, then go flaps 2, and then with flaps 2, intercept the ILS, which is normally around 3,000 feet above the airport, maybe sometimes 4,000 feet above the airport. But then on that descent on the glide slope, you should have flaps 2 out. And then about 2,000 feet above the ground, gear down, then flaps 3 or flaps full if you do a flaps full landing. That should always work out. Now, if you have a bit of tailwind, or if the glide slope is a bit steeper than normal, then maybe start the gear down at 2,500 feet, just to give you a bit more time. Cool. Big thank you to everyone that has shown amazing support today, guys. And also thank you for everyone watching. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, Sunday. Now, I know one of the flights I want to do Sunday is the 777 flight factor, because they have the Rolls-Royce engines out. Hey, Humber, thank you. So I think I want to try them. I would also think about a shared cockpit flight. Maybe Ted, if you are interested on Sunday. Then maybe we could do a shared flight in the TOLIS. I would say the Sharklets 319 years old. Yeah, that absolutely. Yeah, flaps 2 on the glide slope is always a good idea to get some drag out. Yeah. Cool. Right. Cool. That's a lovely scenery as well. I've never been to Santorini. I guess a lot of you have, but I have not. So it looks interesting. Lots of cruise ships around. And it's like a volcano crater, right? Looks like a volcano crater there. Crazy. But I think Santorini is probably pretty expensive now, isn't it?
Good night, Black Box.
No worries, Avimar. Let me have a look. Let's see. We can raid Conti. I just checked about Sim Caesar, but he's not streaming, it seems. I would have loved to give him the honor. But yeah, let me send you off to Flying Conti, at least on Twitch. What's the command? Raid Fly Conti. He's a lovely chap as well, so going to be in good hands. And my dear moderators, as always, Sim Caesar. Okay, so no fries, but thanks for looking. Yeah, sure, Sim Caesar. And maybe sometime in the near future, Sim Caesar, I have time this month, so in August, maybe we could do another shared flight as well. Would be an honor for sure. Okay, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. See you soon.